Once upon a time, there was a young man named Toba. He lived alone and had no wife. He decided being single and didn't get married, although his age was mature enough to a family. He had a narrow farm and a small hut not far from a lake. If the day was getting dark, he would go to the lake for fishing. He liked fishing and he could do this activity until night has come. One day, after work on his small farm, he decided to go fishing. He wanted to look for some fish for his dinner. He waited for a long time, but his hook didn't catch any fish. He waited and waited patiently. Suddenly, his fish bait made some movement. He was sure he would get a fish for his dinner. And that was true. A pretty big fish stuck on his bait. He took the fish and then put it on a fish basket. Then he went home. He was so happy to get a fish for his dinner. He imagined that his dinner tonight would be nice because the fish was pretty big and fresh.
Arriving at home, he put his fish basket beside the fireplace, and then he set fire of the fireplace. But he realized that he forgot to look for some woods for his fireplace. Without the woods, of course, he couldn't cook the fish for his dinner. He went out to look for some woods. He left the fish in the kitchen. He didn't worry about the fish because he was sure that the fish was safe in the place. After getting some woods, he went back home, but he was so surprised as the fish basket was empty. The fish was gone. He just found some scales which in the form of gold pieces. Toba was confused. He convinced himself that the gold pieces he held was the scales of the fish he caught this afternoon. He stepped to his room, but again he was shocked as he saw a beautiful girl with long hair in his room. The girl sat in Toba's bed. Toba didn't make any movement. He was so shocked and wondered who the girl was. Suddenly, the girl turned her head and looked at Toba. Toba was so amazed with the girl's beauty. He looked at the girl and admired her beauty. For some moments, they looked at each other. Was that a possibility that this beautiful girl is an angel? Toba thought. Toba was so speechless and couldn't say anything. For breaking the ice, the girl said something. She approached Toba and said,
"Hi Toba, it was getting dark. Could you turn on the lamp?"
The girl asked.
Oh, hi. All right, I'll turn the lamp on.
Toba said his body was trembled because of fear.
"Don't be afraid, Toba. I will not hurt you,"
said the girl.
But who are you? Are you kind of chilly or something?
The girl smiled and said,
"I am the incarnation of the fish you caught this afternoon."
The girl answered.
Really? Oh God, is that true?
Toba was so surprised.
"Yes, but you don't have to be afraid. I will help you to do some household activities. I will cook for you and prepare your daily meal."
The girl offered. Toba was so happy to hear that.
"By the way, the gold pieces is my scales."
The girl said.
Oh wow, that's why I didn't find my fish in the basket.
Toba said. And then the girl went to the kitchen and cooked dinner for Toba.
Every day, Toba was accompanied by the girl. Toba was very happy about that. Until one day, he asked the girl to get married, but the girl gave a requirement.
"I've agreed to be your wife, but don't ever tell my secret, my condition that I was a fish,"
said the girl. Toba agreed the girl's requirement, and then they got married. Toba was happy to have such a beautiful wife. They lived happily because they loved each other. Years gone by. Toba's wife was pregnant, and then not so long after that she gave birth. Toba was so happy. The baby was a boy named Samosir. They took care of their only child. They showered the boy with love. It seems that they were a happy family. 7 years later, the mother spoiled the boy too much. No wonder Samosir became a spoiled child. He didn't want to help his father to work on a farm. He only stayed at home doing nothing. He was a very lazy boy. One day, the mother asked Samosir to bring lunch for his father who worked in a farm. Usually, the mother did his job, but because she was very busy, she didn't have time to bring the lunch for his husband.
Samosir, my dear, could you please take this lunch for your father in the farm? He must be very hungry now. I can't bring it for him. There is something else I want to do,
asked the mother.
No, I can't.
Samosir refused.
Why? Don't you want to help me?
asked the mother.
I want to play with my friends, Mother,
said Samosir. Mother was very angry to hear this. She was so upset and threatened Samosir if he didn't do what she said. She wouldn't give Samosir lunch. Because of his mother's anger, he felt forced to do what his mother requests.
Alright, Mom, I will bring it to Father,
Samosir said. Samosir went to his father's farm, but he grumbled continuously as he wanted to play with his friends.
On the way to his father's farm, he ate the lunch little by little. He felt hungry too. Because of this, there is just a little lunch left. Meanwhile, the day was getting hot. Toba decided to rest under the tree. He felt thirsty and hungry. He asked himself why his wife didn't bring lunch for him. Waiting in a hungry was such a terrible thing for Toba. He got angry that time. Finally, he saw somebody in a distance. He hoped that somebody was his wife who brought lunch for him. But he was surprised to see Samosir, his son, who came to the farm.
What do you do here, my son? Where's your mother? Why she didn't bring my lunch?
Mother is busy to do other things, so she asked me to bring this lunch for you,
said Samosir while giving the lunch to his father. Toba took the lunch quickly as he couldn't bear his hunger anymore. But when he saw the lunchbox, he was surprised. The lunch was no more left.
What? Where's lunch? Why is this box empty?
Toba said angrily.
I'm sorry, Father. On the way here, I ate your lunch little by little. I'm so hungry,
Samosir answered with anxiety.
You're really a bad boy. Why are you doing this? I'm really hungry, you know.
Toba snapped at Samosir.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm really sorry for that,
Samosir said apologize.
You're a bullish child. You're lazy, useless.
Toba got angry. He felt really upset with his son, and suddenly he said something rude that actually was forbidden.
Your manner is like a little animal. It is because your mother spoiled you, right? You're so naughty. Well, it is because your mother is a fish, so you are like her. Go away from here.
Toba didn't realize that what he said was so rude. He was forbidden to tell about Samosir's mother's origin.
Samosir was so sad to hear what his father said. He was badly hurt. He cried continuously. His mother asked why Samosir cried. Samosir said that his father was very angry to him. It's because he ate his father's lunch. Samosir also told what his father had said to him.
Father said that I was a little animal because I didn't obey his advice. And he also said that Mother is a fish.
Samosir said to his mother.
What? How excessive he is. He wasn't supposed to tell you that. You are his son.
The beautiful girl said sadly.
Calm down, Samosir. Don't cry anymore. Now, all you have to do is climbing the highest tree and staying there. There will be a huge flood, and this Folly will be sink and disappear. There will be a great disaster here.
The beautiful girl said.
Really, Mother? How do you know?
Samoser asked.
Well, you must obey my advice without complaining.
The beautiful girl told his son. After that, Samoser went away and climbed the highest tree in the village. He stayed there, obeyed his mother's instructions. He still didn't know why his mother told him to do this. He just waited what happened next. The beautiful girl was really sad. He thought that Toba didn't love her anymore. Toba was changed. He broke his promise to her. So the girl thought that there was no use to live. She decided to suicide by jumping the river. Suddenly, the sky was getting dark upon the Folly. Not so long after that, the rain poured the earth. It was a huge rain. The thunder and the lightning were so scary. The rain was so heavy and made a huge flood. The Folly was like a sea. Just as the girl said, there was a great disaster in the village. Meanwhile, Toba, who was still in the farm, shocked by this disaster. He couldn't save himself, and the spoiled child Samoser, although he climbed the highest tree, he still couldn't save himself from this great disaster. He died as his parents. His body was floating, and then became a small island which now was called Samoser Island. And the village was sank and became a huge lake. This lake was named as Toba's name, that is Lake Toba.